What's up? What's up? What's up? We into the conference finals and shit's heating up. In the East, I called Game 7 to the Celtics. That played out as expected. It seemed like the Milwaukee Bucks were predictable. They were playing through Giannis and Udoka had an answer for that, pretty much like he had an answer for KD. Celtics defense was fantastic. It was smothering. Going on to the Heat, pretty much, I'm not sure if the Heat are the same sort of beast as the previous two rounds. The Heat seem to be a bit more balanced, a bit more edgy. All saying that on defense, I said at the time that PJ Tucker was a massive pickup for them. I still think so. He's proving to be that glue guy, that energy guy, sort of like Marcus Smart is for Boston. He's proving to be that guy for Miami. Sort of really personifying the grit and the grime that's needed to get through these sort of games. My call, I do like the way Udoka has been making adjustments. I believe that the Celtics will make adjustments and come back. Do they win game 2? Generally, after a team gets embarrassed the way they got embarrassed or got beaten as badly as they got beaten, they come back with some fire in their belly and with some fight. So I'm expecting a close game, not a blowout. If Celtics are going to win it, it's going to be by 2 or 3. It's not going to be by 15. But I suspect Miami's going to hold. They're going to hold court. They're going to protect home court, and Miami's going to take game 2. As for the entire series, Miami's underrated. They've been flying under the radar all season. They've not been given the respect. Although Celtics have turned it around and they are playing amazing basketball, nobody could have, except Wesley. Props to Wesley for shouting out and giving Celtics the nod, like in episode 2, right at the beginning of the season. He called that the Celtics were going to have a big year and that Jason Tatum was going to have a big year. And every time they win a series, I'm going to mention it again because that was a good shout. His reasoning may have been a bit dodgy, but but he came out with the goods in the end. So my final prediction, Miami in 6. If it goes 7, Celtics in 7. But if Miami wants to win it, they're going to have to win it in 6. And that's pretty much my same opinion of the West. If it goes to a game 7, Luka is a beast. I don't think that you can stop him in a game 7. If Golden State wants to progress to the finals, it will have to be in 6. I do believe that Golden State have the edge in terms of the experience. But as Timmy says, Mavericks are playing with house money. They've got nothing to lose, so they can play loose. And I suppose that's the message going into a game 7. When the chips are on the table, Golden State has more pressure to deliver than the Mavericks because, I mean, they are repeat champions and the expectation is that they should handle that sort of game. And Golden State have proven, as they showed in Game 5 and to a lesser extent in Game 6 of Round 2 against Memphis. They got totally smacked in Game 5, and watching that game, I think even one of the commentators mentioned that Golden State are supposed to be the experienced multiple title winners, and they looked like the inexperienced bunch, making bad passes, making terrible turnovers, making unforced turnovers. And that is always a thing that's hanging over their heads, that they can split up these games, and that's why you don't wanna. That's why they don't wanna go to a game 7, because you never know what the fuck those guys might do. In terms of not Miami, sorry. In terms of the Mavs and their strategy to this point, they the way they beat Utah, who is a 3-point shooting team, they ran them off the 3-point line. They ran them off the 3-point line hard. If they try the same thing against Golden State, I think Golden State has too many options and too many alternate plays or counter moves to their 3-point shooting, and I think that make it look so good and they'll make it look so easy. And effectively, the Mavs are the poor man's Cavs, effectively, with a focal point with the serpent's head and him facilitating everything else. They beat LeBron on a number of occasions, and I think they've got the formula to stop that sort of offense. There are a number of different ways of doing this. One camp is let Luka have ease and shut everybody else down. That's dangerous, because if Dinwiddie or Brunson have a game like they've had, Golden State can be in trouble. But they need to have 4 games like that or 3 games like that. So I'm not sure. My call is Golden State in 6. If it goes 7, it's gonna be Dallas. But either way, it's gonna be a fucking amazing series. And these NBA playoffs are maturing like a fine glass of red wine, my friend. Every round just gets better and better. See you in the movies.